All right, I'm going to have a go at the Guardian's Cryptic Crossword on Tuesday, February 13th, set by Paul today. 1 across C25. So it's a long one, and it's in this weird order, 25, 1, and then 6 down. Maybe I'm spoilt by we've had recently some great connecting ones where they're in order, across from each other, down from each other. But that just seems a bit odd. Anyway, let's take a look at it. What can't be said of a palindrome for sure. So I presume it's just a cryptic punning definition that there's no wordplay. So it can't be said of a palindrome. Yeah, that it's not the same in each direction. No, nothing. I'm looking at the length of each word, and nothing is something on the same something up. Nope, not getting that. Large group, out to lunch, starter unavailable. So I presume it's going to be a word for a large group, and you take a word for out to lunch without its starting letter, maybe? Or just lunch without... Nope. Ooh, here's another long one, but at least these are in order. A rude Etonian struggling. Well, that sounds like at least partially an anagram of a rude Etonian, which is 12 letters. Struggling, yeah, to maintain working relations, promptly dismissed. And again, it's a lot of short words. Wow, 5 3-letter words in a row. So a total of 22 then. I thought a rude Etonian might be part of it. To maintain working relations, that might be a charade, and it all means promptly dismissed. Something out, put out, something... No, not getting that. On ship, heading for Africa, in the doldrums, reportedly. Wow, that's... Having, excuse me, the reportedly at the end makes me think this is going to be homophone in the wordplay. So then, on ship, maybe? Is, yes, so on ship is the definition. The heading for Africa is the letter A, and if you're bored, you could be in the doldrums. Oh, then I go and write the, rather than the homophone. Okay, a board. I'm pretty sure that's right. Oh, let's look at our downs. Piece of kit, a coat on, seen with a 70s jumper. Well, funnily enough, when I see piece of kit, for some reason my mind went to a piece of a drum kit as opposed to clothing, even though the wordplay, I think, is trying to get us think of that. And snare drum is a piece of a drum kit, and that fits, but how does coat on scene with a 70s jumper. What could that refer to? They want us to think of a 1970s jumper like Noel Edmonds would wear on Swap Shop, but could it be a horse? Was there a famous horse? Oh, there is a famous horse. I don't know if I would have thought of him as a jumper, but Red Rum. Not just in Stephen King novels, but he was a horse. I suppose, yeah, didn't he win the Grand National, which involves jumping? So now that leaves SNA, coat on scene. I don't get the coat on, I suppose, is, oh, yeah, sorry, it's the outer letters of scene, SN, with A. Again, those little A's can be very important. And then Red Rum. All right. So that was just lucky that I suppose I've been doing these now for a few months and my brain is trying to be devious and thinking what piece of kit could be. All right, that's going to help us a little bit with this one. That does look like it could be the something. Anyway, how about 15? Comparative amount fed to horse all the time. Comparative amount could be more, and then fed to horse, maybe then followed by a word for horse, and it means all the time. More, I don't know, any phrase all the time, every day, but it's not that. Oh, and here's another two-parter. And again, it's out of order, which just throws me. Consort, German, essentially. Oh, Queen Margot, but yeah, so that's very economical clue. Is it an and lit? 11 letters. Consort, of course, is a verb as well as being. Yeah, I don't know, for some reason I was just thinking of a queen consort or king consort. Could this be a Q? Abscess, 1 in 5 say, drained. Oh, 1 in 5 could be a quintuplet. And can that be drained, having some of its inner letters removed to make something for an abscess? And nothing is coming to me there. All right, I've been all over the place on the crossword today. Sorry about that. Let's go back to these crosses. Cook, past, quarterdeck. I presume it's a sailing term, although it does have the question mark, so maybe have nothing to do with ships. Cook, past. No. That was that amount fed to horse. Allotment 21. Um, do we have to solve 21 first? Gone to seed? No. And then this is part of that consort. Letter about surrender. As near as damn it. 3-5. Wow. Letter. No. Well, that was our abscess. No frills on trip west of small Italian port. No frills on trip west. I was wondering if no frills meant you strip the outer letters from trip west. Ooh. Actually, it's I think it's sort of the opposite. I can see Trieste, but doesn't it have an E at the end? Or am I thinking of triste, the French for sadness? Is that a small Italian port, Trieste? How does no frills mean to remove the P and the W? Yeah, I'm not 100% sure of that. Let me pause and check on the spelling of Trieste. No, it does have an E, so not Trieste. And it could mean no frills, and small can be S. Italian could be IT, or it could be the name of an Italian port drink. But then on trip west, oh, there's a lot in that. All right, do we have any of these? We do have an S, and then we have that O. No, going to have to come back. It would be nice to get that, of course. Book, horrifying, production company, extremes trimmed back. So that sounds like a book, maybe. And then in the wordplay, we're going to remove the outer letters of something. I was just thinking a horrifying production company could be Hammer Films. They made the horror films. But AMME, I don't recognize. Oh, but backwards, it's Emma. Well, I'm very proud of myself for getting that. But maybe Hammer is the obvious horrifying production company. But I'm glad I didn't give up on it. Yeah, so you trim it and then you put it backwards. All right. Ooh, and getting an M at the end of 13 down. More Italian, mafiosi. Or is it mafiosi? Mafiosi, I think. Initially surrounding airport. Dangerous element. So I presume it's going to be an element like plutonium. So I wonder if the initially is for the first three words, M-I and M, and they surround an airport. Yeah, I think it has, I think the MI would be at the beginning. What is an element? Beginning MI. Oh, unless maybe just the initially is only referring to mafiosi. And I wonder, because I'm just realizing plutonium has Luton inside it, which we all remember the Luton Airport song. What was the name of the model actress who sang that? Anyway, and so PIU is the Italian for more. I think I've seen that. Is there some aria or something? PIU. I never knew it's meant more. Anyway, so I'm pretty happy with that one. And then 17 ends in an A. Alcoholic drink. Beverage inspiring. Excuse me. Old writer briefly. I presume it's going to be an alcoholic drink. We're going to have a beverage inspiring. I think that means literally breathing in. So the beverage is going to be around an old writer briefly. I was going to say Chianti, but no, because but I do wonder if it could be cha, could be the beverage, and then that has an old writer briefly. Can I think of an alcoholic drink? Nothing is coming to me. All right, let's go back to the crosses. I think it's just 27 left. American author in German vessel on water. I presume American author is the definition, and is it going to be the German for boat? Of course, a vessel could also be a glass or a cup on water. So it could be something lake, something river, something sea. German author. Hemingway. Can a way be water? But I don't know about Hemming being a German vessel. Okay, I think I need some letters for that one. Let's look at the downs. Oh, this is an interesting one. 6.75 plus 0.6 recurring for silky fabric. Wow, I love this clue. 0.6 recurring, of course, is 2/3. But why would 6.75 plus 2/3 recurring for silky fabric? Unless that number is going to end up being some mathematical constant. No, not getting that. Spice added to reference book was passionately expressive. I presume passionately expressive is the definition. It'll be something like salt, something pepper. Reference book could be OED. Could it be something passionately expressive? No, But then this cook past quarterdeck. No, nothing coming to me there. Co-rival, yet often fastest, always showing heart. Well, we had Lord Co recently. I do seem to remember that back in his heyday, there was another British runner, was there, who always vied with him. Of course, this could be complete red herring. We just use the letters, or always showing heart. Ah, yeah, so I think it's an and lit. The wordplay is that we have to get the heart of each of the first 5 words, and they're all odd number of letters, so it's OVETT. I think, was it another Steve Ovett? Was it the 2 Steves? And he was Coe's rival. So that's very clever if I'm remembering correctly. All right. Oh, we're getting something promptly dismissed. That looks like let out, set out. Eruditonian, which does have OUT in it. Struggling to maintain working relations. So maybe the anagram with the 12 letters maintains or has within it working. What are working relations? Co-workers or something, but then no, I think I need just a few more letters. Sparkling, hospital department, highly thought of. So I think the hospital department is often ENT, which makes a nice ending for a word. And it's going to mean highly thought of. And we need something for sparkling before it. Highly thought of. No, but then that could be I. But that doesn't put out I. Something doesn't sound right. And 15, comparative amount fed to horse all the time. Yeah, I'm not sure about that. Maybe the ENT is at the beginning, so maybe it means sparkling, and then it's ENT, highly thought of. No, not coming to me. Tom dashed here. 9 letters. Could it be an anagram? No. We need an R. Tom, excuse me, can be a cat. Dashed here. Stray. Something. No. Names European Community provided, filed by operatives. Oh my goodness, that's a tough one. No, we looked at that alcoholic drink before. Case of Agincourt in place identified as scene of action. Ooh. I wonder if Agincourt is simply being used to indicate we're going to use a French word. A case of Agincourt, or is it Agincourt in? Place identified. And then I think scene of action, which could be a stage or a film set, but nothing coming to me there. Flag featuring leader in Rome, on me, old warship. I think it's going to be an old warship. There's a lot of words for those. Flag featuring leader in Rome is R, on me. Could it literally be ME, RME? Yeah, but maybe it is flag. Can't think of a short word for, oh, of course, a flag could be a stone, a flagstone, right? But it could also be a standard. No, we don't have any. Oh, we do have, well, we still have that M. All right, how about ogre? Call to have one evicted. It's just funny having ogre call beside each other. I'm trying to see if there's a hidden clue. No. No, maybe it's a word for call and we remove an I from it and we get a word for an ogre. Call. No, it is very tough today. Is Paul always this difficult? As I mentioned the other day, I really haven't gotten to know the different setters yet. All right, I'm going to pause, sip the remains of my coffee, although it's pretty cold by now, I think, and go through these again. All right, I've been spent the last few minutes looking at a Rudetonian, and I wrote it down on a piece of paper. And my strategy, if you want to call it that, technique is I just circle. Oh, I saw the word out. I think I mentioned that earlier. And I was thinking of end, but then I thought of, oh, and then I saw I had in and out. But when I looked back here, oh, it's not going to be in and out. But then I, for some reason, thought of the phrase in one ear and out the other. So, I mean, there can't be too many phrases that fit this word length pattern. So I think it has to be right, but how? So, yeah, looking at the, let's see, we definitely have in, out, and I have ear. I'm missing on, so it doesn't exactly anagram a Rudetonian. To maintain working. Oh, I think it might also then be. No, I was going to say an anagram of relations as well, but we don't have an L. So, yeah, and we have two H's. Where are the H's coming from? Okay, we're going to have to rely on 15 squared to explain that one. But it's beyond me. All right, let's take a look at this. I was going to say, is there a fabric called Pinon? Because I want to get pi in there somewhere, but then one across is hardly going to be a two-letter word starting with P. So I think I'm going to have to resort to looking up names of silky fabrics and try and find one that fits that letter pattern. Well, linen fits, but that's not a silky fabric. But then I'm thinking, oh, maybe it's just fabric, and silky is part of the wordplay. But then I saw there's one called Ninon, and so I do not understand. Other than recurring might be, on and on, but Nin, On, no, I don't get that, but I do like N as the starting letter here. What can't be said of a palindrome for sure. So now another phrase occurs to me, no two ways about it. So let's try that. Ooh, no two ways about it. Oh, but hold on. I suppose there are no two ways about it. Yeah, sorry, I got confused. Well, that's why I don't like having the first part of the answer down at the bottom. Anyway, there are no two ways about it, I suppose. All right. Because there are two ways about a palindrome, I suppose, forwards and backwards. Could this be tangoed? A tang, I suppose, could be a spice. Let's check that one. I'm past the 30-minute mark. It is correct. That's a funny definition. Was passionately expressive. I would have expected something about dancing or taking steps or something more specific to tangoed. All right, now our sparkling hospital department, highly thought of. Okay, it doesn't seem to be ENT. Could it be, oh, sparkling could be aerated. So we have A and E, and then rated, highly thought of. All right, I can see that. Now our large group, out to lunch, starter unavailable. Let me pause and think of a word for a large group. No, nothing coming to me. Let's try our 7 down. Tom dashed here. No. Ooh, 15. Now we have the starting letter. Comparative amount, fed to horse, all the time. Let me pause and think about that. Well, I did resort to that website that shows words that match the letters you have, and duration I can see would mean all the time, the duration. We have ration in there, but comparative amount, fed to horse. Oh no, comparative amount is ratio. Fed to DUN. Is that a brown horse, a dun? That's kind of tricky. All right. Here's our, well, no, I think we need some more letters for this one. Cook past quarterdeck. Question mark. I'm thinking it might be a word for cook, but no, I think just because of the time, I'm going to reveal this one. Spades. What? Okay. Oh, it's an anagram. Oh my, oh wow. This is unbelievably difficult. So it's an anagram of past. You cook it or rearrange it. And quarter deck, I should have realized with the question mark, it's a quarter of a playing card deck or spades. So I'll need to bear that in mind for the future. They could use it for any of the suits. Wow. You do have to applaud that one, but just so difficult. All right, how about the names European Community provided, filed by operatives? I'm still not sure where the definition is. European Community could be just EC. Filed by operatives. Is it something like secured? Oh, securities? Is securities the right number of letters? No, it's not. Let's try getting this, although, yeah, let's try and get 21 first. Letter about surrender, as near as damn it. So that is a phrase, as near as damn it, but I wonder if it's being selected specifically, something to do with hell, or what would a letter? Now I'm going to reveal this one. Not quite. So surrender is quit, a letter is a note, and as near as damn it, yeah, there's really no significance, I think, to as near as damn it, just not quite. All right, so obviously, I don't know why I thought that. Oh yeah, the alcoholic drink, beverage, inspiring, old writer, briefly. Oh, so tequila fits. I said cha, but it was tea, okay. And an old writer, well, the writer is often pen, and a quill then is an old writer, but not quite or briefly. All right, so that makes sense. So now that we have not quite. Allotment, not quite, maybe. Gone to seed. Oh, I think it might be an anagram of not quite. I wonder if it's something like quote, like your quota. We have ITEN. Oh, quotient. Yes. Ah, that's clever. I don't think I've seen that in my short time playing, where one answer is an anagram of another. Oh, that's very clever. Let's just check it. It is right. All right. Case of Agincourt, in place identified as scene of action. Scene of action. No, not seeing that one, so let's reveal it. Theater, so I was on the right lines of scene of action as the stage or a film set. So let's see if we can work out the wordplay. Case of Agincourt, in place. Oh, place identified, I think is simply there. But then why is case? Oh, I should have remembered case can mean the outer letters, so that's why it was Agincourt A and T. In there. Yes, all right. Yeah, definitely I slipped up there. Ooh, now names. I'm wondering if it could be specifies. European Community EC provided. Oh, operatives are spies. Oh, provided. Wow, I think is if. So EC if, and filed by, I think just means surrounded by spies. That's good. Oh, look at 24. So, Rimini is an Italian port. No frills on trip west of. I mean, it could be bikini as well, but I think it is Rimini is an Italian port. Yeah, so it is no frills on trip does mean remove the outer letters, so we just get the RI. And that is west of, although that's really redundant. I mean, we generally put the words together in the order in which they appear, unless there's some indicator to do it backwards. But anyway, that is west of mini for small. All right. Now, my American author, German vessel. Oh, Stein, of course, is a German drinking vessel. Steinbeck, but how is that on water? Is that also German for a something? Oh, I'm not sure. Let's check it. It is correct. I'll have to look at 15 squared for that one too. So the most famous ogre, I suppose, nowadays is Shrek. And it's a shriek. I'm not sure a shriek is really a call, but anyway, it has one evicted. All right. This does look like Queen, but German. Oh, I wonder if RM, just like RE, was Queen Elizabeth, if RM is Queen, but who's German? Not Queen Mary. Queen. Well, let me put in Margot. I don't think it is. Let's check it. No, it is Queen in some letter. I'm going to go ahead and reveal it. Oh, the Queen Mother, of course. God bless her. Yes. But was she German? I know the Windsors are German. That's interesting. I'll have to see what 15 squared has to say. So now, oh, there's a trireme, I think. That does occur to me as, was it a Roman ship? Leader in Rome on me. Let's check it. It is correct. I'm not sure what the flag. Oh, flag is tire. That's another meaning of flag. Yeah. Which has the leader of Rome inside it. On me. All right. Abscess, then it does begin with Q. So maybe not quintuplet, but some word to do with 5, but I should be able to get it from the, I presume it's abscess is the definition. I'm just not thinking of that. Let's reveal it. Well, no wonder I didn't get it. All right. So 1 in 5 is a quin, and then say is drained. Oh my goodness. So quinsy, I presume that's an old name for an abscess. I think I've seen, no, I may be thinking of dropsy, but I think there are those old names for diseases that end in SY. Yikes. All right, just 2 left. Tom dashed here. Well, there's Tom, the farmer's son, stole a pig and away he run. Is it something home? Dashed here. Of course, dashed can be like pebble dashed. Tom. No, I'm going to reveal it. Morse code. What? Well, I know Morse code, you have dots and dashes, but maybe Tom is made up purely of dashes. Because SOS is ... dash dash dash. So I'm pretty sure O is 3 dashes. Maybe T, because it's so common, is a single dash, and M, I'm guessing, is 2 dashes. Wow, that is almost probably the same level of difficulty as Cook past quarter deck. All right, so I'm definitely putting Paul on my list of very mystifying setters. Trixie. All right, so now our large group. Out to lunch. Starter unavailable. Oh, an army, of course, would be a large group. But then what is out to lunch, starter unavailable? Oh, is out to lunch a euphemism for someone being crazy or barmy? and therefore without the B. All right, I'm going to go ahead and check all. It looks like everything is still there. So let's go over to 15 squared. All right, the blog today is by Peter O. Oh, as I fear, the puzzle being replaced with new one after I blogged the first one. Offered, solved as, oh, so there must have been a mistake by the good old Groniad, where they maybe put a duplicate puzzle or something. We can go back and look at the comments on The Guardian. All right, subtraction. It is Barmy being out to lunch. A charade of in one ear and out. An envelope to maintain of on. Working in. The other. Well, yeah, I think maybe because poor Peter O had to do this quickly. An envelope of on. Oh, so, okay. The anagram, and then the other, sexual relations to maintain relations, the other. Such an English phrase, a bit of the other. Let's see, what was the next one I needed help with? 22. Yeah, they just say abscess. It doesn't seem to be a link. 1 in 5 say drained. Well, I got the wordplay, I just don't know Quincy. And then 27. Beck is, I suppose, a stream. Okay. In English? I don't think it's, maybe I have seen it. Maybe in place names more than as an actual word on its own. All right, 9 is 3/4. NIN is 3/4 of 9, 6.75. And then 1 is 2/3 of 1. Oh my goodness. So that's 3 clues now, I think, where you really had to think outside of the box. Wow. I mean, I do like that. I approve of it, but so difficult. If you were able to get any of those, well done. So spice plus added to OED reference book, yeah. Ovet with an and-lit definition, yeah, got that. So Morse code, Tom in Morse is all dashes. Yeah, so to be a little clearer is da, 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 oh, sorry, da, 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 da. There we go. Then the next down I wanted was 20. Oh no, I did get that one, sorry, yeah. And then the Queen Mother could be an abbreviation for Regina Mater. Must be a consort or she would still be queen while alive. Better German essentially gives ER, Ma. Oh, wow. So the Queen Elizabeth's mother. All right. So, yes. And then this commenter, I think, gave the parsing of Ninon. They published a repeat crossword and replaced later on. Seriously tough. And so some poor person did the original puzzle this morning. All right, well, nothing more really to say about that other than, well, I'm glad I didn't do it too early and do the wrong one. So that's it for today. Thanks for watching and have a great day.